Now it's ended.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much.
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. So the New York starting five. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Payton in at the point guard. And for the Pistons, we've got Wayne Ellington. Griffin is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That's his first foul. Floats it up for Randle. And Randle throws it down.
What I love about Randle is the power he plays with. He's an absolute force inside.
Ellington, the pass to Wright. And that one's good, Griffin.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Payton with the ball. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Ellington, and the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And again, New York turns it over. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A wide open look here for Wright. Pistons working now with a new shot clock. Randle outside. Back to Bullock. New York moving it around. Barrett, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, the mobility of the veteran forward, I mean, so impressive. I mean, Griffin is talented at driving the ball, I mean, and putting the defense in a tough spot.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yeah, Jay, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep it guessing.
Down low. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. Fast break. Ellington's got the ball. Passes it to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
This is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Payton drives in. Here's Randle. New York, no good that time either. Detroit with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Plumlee, the pass to Griffin. Barrett against Grant. Over Barrett. No good from Grant. Knicks trail by 6. And here's Bullock. Randle passes to Barrett. Rebounded by the Pistons. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Bounce pass from Wright. On the wing, Ellington. Buries the long-range jumper. Ellington's got 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the basket by Payton.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Wright, the pass to Plumlee. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Griffin finds Grant. Plumlee with it. 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And Griffin slams it in.
Oh, yeah. That's the right way to play Griffin. Tough, physical defense, but even that isn't enough if you let him get inside.
The feed to Randle. Shoots over Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? And the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. Pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To the paint. Here's Knox. Rebound, Detroit. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rose scanning the floor. Puts it up from 17. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
That one falls.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Rose kicks to Jackson. The pass to Rose. And now the Knicks on the break. Knox with the ball. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Detroit ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been... Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about...
I hate losing, but...
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grip.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
They've got Griffin. Rose is out there with Jackson. Then there's Doumbouya. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. With all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
First personal foul, teams first.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Doumbouya, and the jam by Doumbouya.
And then the basketball IQ of Rose on display. I mean, it's just excellent work breaking down the D in the pick and roll.
A nice shot by Rivers. Pistons leading by 13. Outside Rose. Goes up from the top of the key. And he overshot that one, missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Knox misses. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Detroit. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Doumbouya, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Doumbouya's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Rivers passes to Toppin. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Rose. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to Rose. From 11 feet away. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Toppin good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Rose passes to Griffin. The baseline J. And there's Doumbouya on the assist by Griffin. Doumbouya's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. Sekou Doumbouya showing flashes of his potential.
He's a rangy, high-flying small forward. He's still figuring it out, but his physical tools are off the charts. And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And it's Wright missing. Knicks trail by 15. Randle down low. He's covered by Grant. Here's Rivers. The rebound by Grant.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Down low.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Right for 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. Knicks trail by 17. Pass to Bullock. Trying to get open is Randle. No good. Shot missing.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that shouldn't be easy.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Ellington the pass to Griffin. Here is Ellington. 5 points in the game. Clock at 4. And Wright kicks to Grant. The offensive rebound. Robinson with the block. It could go. And so is Detroit out in front. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. Some major league offense. And that.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Blake Griffin in this game. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And New York looking at who they've got. It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. And it's Payton in at the point. Grant surveying the D. Back to Ellington. Right for 3. Knocked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. Knicks trail by 17. Now here's Payton. Lobbed up there for Robinson. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Griffin kicks to Wright. Passes it to Grant. with the putback, and Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pistons.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Out to Payton. New York moving the ball around. Here's Barrett. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Over to the left wing. Grant gets a wide open look. The Pistons rebound. The pass to Wright. And it's Grant in the corner. Here's Plumlee, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against New York. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Plumlee. Both teams deciding to change it up. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Barrett. Poked away. Detroit leading by 18. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Noel. Now Rose. He has 6. Over Barrett. And it doesn't even draw iron.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks. You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing. He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead. Yeah, and Derrick Rose kept with a new beginning after knee injuries derailed his career. He said, if load management had been around back then, he might still be a Chicago Bull.
Here's Rose. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pistons lead by 20.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Toppin. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Obi Toppin.
And Derrick Rose, the youngest ever MVP in 2011. And it was the subsequent year that he sustained that first knee injury.
If you think back, he was playing over 40 minutes a night on a regular basis, and their team had 2-hour practices, tough ones, on off days. And so how can you keep up that type of demand on your body? Teams now tend to be more cautious with the burden they put on players.
Knox the pass to Noel. Now here's Toppin. He's tightly guarded. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Rose. Fires, high post. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Plumlee's got 5 points in the quarter. Inside, Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Outside Rose. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
To the middle. Shoots from 12. Rose with the ball. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jeremy Grant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Wright in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now. That free throw good from Randle.
And we've seen Randle flourish with more responsibility. He's in his prime and playing his best ball right now.
And he can't hit the second. And so Grant will bring it up for Detroit. They led the game at one point by 20. And it's good, 2 points.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Randle passes to Robinson. Rebound by the Pistons. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bounce pass from Ellington. And finished off by Griffin.
And when Griffin takes flight, it's a sight to see. Some of the dunks he pulls are just insane.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange. They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Payton against Wright. To the inside. Plumlee with the steal. Grant outside. Griffin dishes to Grant. Here's Plumlee. No good on the 3. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Detroit leading by 23. Here's Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, wow. Capable of scoring in many different ways. As soon as Griffin catches fire, he's hard to put out.
Good on the shot. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. It's right on the wing, covered by Payton. They get it back. Plumlee launches it. No good from Grant.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field. That's a major league catch and flush right there. Randle's not a high flyer, but showing some explosiveness at the rim that time.
Payton against Wright. Feeds it to Plumlee. Stolen by Robinson. Randle outside.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
It's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive. That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that regard.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Inside. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Knicks making a switch here. Down low. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Brazdeikis. Some nice passing by New York here. Pass to Okafor. Here's Bay. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Okafor, and he drops it in from the low post.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pistons.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Blake Griffin.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Baseline jumper. No good. And New York the other way now. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Brazdeikis passes to Rivers. Left side, Gibson. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Doomboy is checked in for the Pistons. Gibson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes to Magruder. Dishes it to Okafor. There's the pass to Bay. Fires the three. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Brazdeikis. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Plumlee out there with Griffin. Then it's DeJuan Wright. Then there's Grant, and it's Ellington in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Ellington. Here's Griffin, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Griffin is physical right there, bumping in and picking up a personal.
The Pistons shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Hill with it. And Wright pulls it down. He dishes it to Plumlee. And there's the pass to Grant. He kicks it to Wright. Pass to Plumlee. Count the basket.
Well, for people who question some toughness and determination, Plumlee showing off that he can finish through contact and growing in both of those areas.
Pass to Roby. Shoots from 14. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Detroit. And the dunk by Grant.
Trust me, defense wants to keep Grant out of the paint, and he wants to get in there. That's why.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Pistons with a quick start to this game. 4-point game. Passes it to Griffin. Back to Ellington. Pistons passing it around. On the wing, Ellington. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Detroit shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
I talked to most of the coaching staffs around the league. What is the first thing they think about with Jeremy Grant? And it's that athleticism that comes to mind. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Rope following the bucket by the Pistons.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And so he hits the technical free throw. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Maladon comes in for Hill. Detroit also making some changes. Josh Jackson's checked in for Ellington. And it's Rose in for Wright. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And the pass to Dort. Detroit with the rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And such a tough cover off the dribble is Derrick Rose. When he stops short for the pull-up, you're really at his mercy.
Here's Maladon following the score by Derrick Rose. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Maladon. Kicks it to Williams. Shoots over Doumbouya. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
And it's good for 2.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's Maladon following the score by Derrick Rose. It's good. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Detroit making a switch here. Luke is checked in. Now here's Diallo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Doumbouya kicks to Rose. From 13 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Rose has got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Maledon. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
And stolen by Diallo. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. No one near him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Pakusevski's got it back down to within single digits for the Thunder.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
A 3 ball. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Detroit headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Josh Jackson. Griffin is out there with Doumbouya. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Luke in at the 2-guard spot. And he's able to get it back. Doumbouya, good. Thunder trailing by 7. And here is Hill. To the paint. Here's Muscala. Count that one. Muscala's got his first points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
It's stolen by Hill. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Diallo. No good there. And it's Detroit the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. That shot by Griffin, no good. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Williams' shot is off.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Pakusevski. The Thunder with another miss. Detroit leading by 7. Wright dishes to Jackson. And the jam by Doumbouya.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Hill drives in. Williams passes to Pakusevski. For 3, Hill. Doumbouya pulls it in. Doumbouya's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Griffin.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Now here is Hill. Pass to Diallo. Wants to get it to Hill and does. Pass to Muscala. Now the pass to Pakusevski. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Doumbouya kicks to Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder trailing by 11. Hill drives in. Makes it off the glass. Hill's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The long strides of George Hill helping him gain some ground to take advantage of, and slices to the rim and scores.
Pistons passing it around. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Wright. A three-pointer, no good. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The kick out to Hill. And Muscala has it in the corner. And he's way off from outside. Detroit leading by 9. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Here's Mikhailuk. Outside for Griffin. Pass to Mikhailuk. .43 seconds left in the first half of the game. Grant gets a wide open look. Offline with his three.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pistons leading by 12. Doumbouya dishes to Grant. And Wright kicks to Ellington. Passes it to Plumlee. Back to Ellington. 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. Doumbouya passes to Grant. Nails the wide open jump shot. Grant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 14-point lead. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 14. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the back.
That's all for now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game for Sekou Doumbouya in this one.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Hill. And it's Baisley in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. That's tipped out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Wright finds Ellington. Grant with the ball. Off the left rim and out. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Down by 12. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Julius Alexander, and that one is hammered home.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA up to the rim.
Outside Rose. Grant finds Rose. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Plumlee's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. Paladins checked in for George Hill. 90 seconds now into the second half. Rose passes to Ellington. Right side Rose. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
To the paint. Here's Roby. Detroit with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Griffin dishes to Rose. Unloads. Julius Alexander pulls it in.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The pass to Dort. Rebound, Detroit. Griffin looking it over. Dishes to Ellington. Grant outside. He kicks it to Rose. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. Back to Grant. Pass to Rose. Tips it up. And Griffin stays with it. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, and that kind of activity helps Griffin to do so much more in this game. He's been tireless.
Griffin with the steal. Outside Rose from the stripe, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Rose has got 8 points.
Yeah, that's exactly how you want to utilize Rose at the point guard position. Run him off screens all night long.
And it's Detroit's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Diallo, he's checked in for the Thunder. Julius Alexander kicks to Diallo. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Muscala, he's checked in for the Thunder. Williams comes in for Shea Julius Alexander. And the Pistons making a change here as well. White's checked in. On the wing, Jackson. Detroit, no good that time either. Thunder trailing by 19. Knocked loose, stolen by Grant. In the corner, right with it. Fires from the wing. The shot's good from Plumlee. And the Pistons lead by 21.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
It's Williams with the drive. The dish to Muscala over Jackson. Muscala misses.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
They get it again. Plumlee finds right. Jackson has the open look. Bangs on the trifecta.
Huge part of off-season for Jackson is to get more and more consistent and comfortable with that three-point line.
Maladon with the bucket.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Grant surveying the D. Pass to Jackson. So it's the Detroit Pistons cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Jeremy Grant is out there with Plumlee. And there's Jackson. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Mikhailuk in at the small forward position. Hill, no good. Detroit leading by 22. Wright outside. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to Wright.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Diallo. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Oklahoma City shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Diallo no good. And so Grant will bring it up for the Pistons. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in, and Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Maladon. Griffin's checked in for the Pistons. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. So for the Pistons, Ellington comes in for Jackson, and it's Rose in for DeJuan Wright. Here's Rose. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now the pass to Dort. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Gilgeous Alexander surveying the D. The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Outside Rose. Feet out. That misses off the backboard. Thunder have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Outside for Gilgeous Alexander. Doesn't go that time. And it's Detroit the other way. Outside Rose. There's the 3. Doumbouya controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Doumbouya pulls it in. Doumbouya's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Rose against Gilgeous Alexander. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. Justin Jackson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. Magruder with the rebound. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Bay. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Oklahoma City shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Miller outside, out left to the wing. Stolen by Doumbouya. Okafor with the ball. Picked up by Brown.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Detroit.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Sekou Doumbouya.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Brown, good. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the wing right side. Pass to Bay for the three. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. George Hill's checked in for Oklahoma City. Maledon comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Maledon. Okafor comes in with the double team. Feeds it to Brown. And he makes good on the layup.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Passes it to Doumbouya. Here's Magruder. The pass to Bay. Detroit, no good that time either. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So Knicks. Thunder is next. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Hart. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the New York starting 5, Barrett and Randle, are in the forward positions. Elfrid Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Robinson in at the center. And for Oklahoma City, we've got George Hill, also Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out there, and it's Bazley in at the 4-man position. Randle passes to Robinson. Back to Randle, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Payton against Hill.
Well, it's about hustling and contesting shots, and Julius Randle doing work defensively.
Cuts off the pass. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball, and the basket is good.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Hill. Up and in on the layup. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, George Hill doesn't get nervous just because he's outsized. I love his aggressiveness in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Will be the pass to Bazley. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Payton dishes to Robinson. And he comes up with the deuce.
Mr. Mitchell Robinson won't be denied. Go ahead.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Muscala's checked in. The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night.
And Doris, the Knicks have made it clear they see Mitchell Robinson as one of their key young players moving forward.
So would I, Greg, if I had a quick twitch 7-footer with the shot blocking abilities, the defensive instincts, and this guy is putting in the time to grow his game on the offensive end. Listen, Mitchell Robinson is going to be a problem in this league.
Pass to Bazley. Over Randle. The shot by Bazley, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Robinson finds Barrett. Floats it up for Randle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Muscala, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Bullock. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Hill. And they get it. The pass to Bazley over Payton. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Knicks. 3-point lead. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pushing it up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Knicks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And stolen by Diallo. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Maladon with the bucket. New York again turning it over.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Here's Diallo, and it's Rivers with the rebound. New York trailing, and even 3-on-3 break. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Toppin throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Diallo. That shot misses. So New York will take it the other way. Quickly. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Inside. Pokusevski, the pass to Diallo. Over Rivers. Toppin with the steal. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. Misses in close.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And here is Maladon. Back to Diallo. He doesn't hit that one.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
The Knicks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The free throw drops for Rivers.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
Rivers can't get it to go. Oklahoma City trailing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Williams. Down low, Diallo. Banked in off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
12 seconds left here in the first quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here's Muscala. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Maladon is out there with Diallo. Then it's Williams. And it's Pokusevski in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Williams. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. For the Thunder, Dortz checked in, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Diallo. And then for New York, Robinson's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Randle comes in for Toppin, and R.J. Barrett subbed in for Rivers. And it's the Thunder with the ball. All going up court. They now take the lead. Dortz got his first 2 points of the night.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game, and he can't get the first one.
I think obviously the shot blocking skills are the first thing you think of when you think of Mitchell Robinson. But this guy is showing signs of improving on the offensive end as well.
And the Thunder making a change here. Beasley's checked in.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Last season, during the hiatus, the Knicks did a retrospective of Linsanity. You remember that stretch in 2012. Jeremy Lin took the league by storm. He said he was floored to be recognized in such a fashion. For New Yorkers who are going through so much, it was a chance to reminisce about some pleasant surprises. Guys?
Great, David. Thank you. Here's Gilgeous Alexander.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous Alexander. What a dunk.
Payton looking it over. Lobbed up there for Robinson.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Paisley, good. Paisley's got 6.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Passes it to Robinson. Puts it up from 12, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Thunder leading by 3. Hill passes to Paisley. Hill. Randle grabs the board. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Payton. It's Barrett on the wing. The 9-foot shot. And it goes down 2 points. Payton's got his first bucket in this one.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
And playing alongside Zion Williamson at Duke makes it hard to stand out with your athleticism, but make no mistake about it, R.J. Barrett is a big-time athlete.
And Greg, I think maybe as impressive as what he brings from a physical standpoint is his commitment to put in the work, his understanding of what's required to be successful at the NBA. This guy has not only the physical tools, but the mental makeup and the work habits to be great. Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Paisley. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Bullock passes to Randle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle, selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early, but Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA, and that, to me, is where he can make his mark.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Toppin comes in for Robinson, and Kevin Knox is subbed in for Reggie Bullock, and he jams it with authority.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Randle hands the 12-footer. Randle's got 5 points so far.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
1:06 left now here in the second. It's Gilgeous Alexander with the drive. Williams' shot is off.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. A shot that time, not on target. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Diallo, a slam dunk by Diallo.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
To the inside, it's tipped, taken away by Williams. And now here comes Williams, leading the break. A slam dunk by Diallo.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Diallo. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Toppin, and Toppin throws it down.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end, on time and on target with the pass.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you back. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on. And that
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Mitchell Robinson.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. And it's Payton in at the 1. And contact on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I think what you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the size, athleticism, and instincts he brings to the position. This guy has the whole package.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. This guy is so quick. Julius Randle finishes with a pretty dunk.
Hill against Payton. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Hill passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. That one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Knicks trail by 4. Fast break. Here they come. Rips down the breakaway slam.
I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Intercepted. Here's Dort. Guarded by Robinson. Roby can't hit. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Paladon's checked in for George Hill. And New York with a change here, too. Knox is checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's Baisley, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And then for New York. Toppin, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Austin Rivers in for Reggie Bullock. Rivers scanning the floor. He's looking for Noel and finds him. The Thunder leading by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And the rejection by Noel. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Randle's checked in for New York. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. Floats it up for Randle. Here's Maledon. He dishes it to Muscala. The kick out to Williams. Here's Pokusevski, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Knicks trail by 4. And there's a minute 45 left here in the third quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Diallo with it, out defended by Randle. Here's Pokusevski. Now here's Maledon. Just 5 to shoot. Pokusevski can't hit.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Maledon. Pokusevski with the bucket. Pokusevski's got 4 this quarter.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Randle. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded by Rivers. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Absolutely ferocious finish from Mr. Knox. Just salute him.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Maledon's got 6 points. The Knicks have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Here's Randle, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got... Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Williams can't get it to go. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
Now, R.J. Barrett wants to get in transition and get a basket before the defense can settle in.
On up the court, Roby, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Payton. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Hill. And it's Dort in at the 3.
And that's enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal and then off to the races.
Payton attacking. Roby with the rebound. The Thunder with the lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson. And he knocks down the first one. And the Thunder making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I think if you're very aggressive with Elfrid Payton, this guy is getting good at picking up these kinds of fouls.
That's good from Payton. And so he makes both from the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Beasley passes to Hill. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Well, that's strength and savvy from the veteran George Hill. Despite the defense's best ever, he does a great job finishing.
The first one falls. And so Bullock nails both of them.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Beasley. Oklahoma City moving it around. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Payton drives in. Deft touch on the alley-oop. Robinson's got it all tied up now for New York.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Roby. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Beasley. That shot off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Down low. Brown is checked in for Oklahoma City.
And R.J. Barrett setting records in the ACC for scoring as a freshman. Talk about his offensive package.
Well, Greg, for me, this guy is wired to score. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, and he can pass it. And I think he's at his absolute best when he's attacking the rim.
And the second free throw, good.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he goes in for the dunk.
The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
Stolen away. And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back. And it's Hill with the jam.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball.
Well, George Hill has exceptionally quick hands. He does such a good job coming up with steals.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And another turnover here by New York.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And the Thunder with some changes. Miller's checked in for Brown. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And New York with a change here, too. Randle's checked in for Knox. Knicks trail by 5. It's Barrett on the wing. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
R.J. Barrett might be young, but he does not shy away from the big moments. Good delivery, young sir.
Payton on the double team. Hill kicks to Miller. There's the pass to George. It's back to Hill. Passes to Beasley. Miller right side. It's stolen by Randle. Bullock dishes to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, you can't fall asleep on R.J. Barrett. Got the size, got the ups. Go ahead. Easy work right there, R.J.
Pass to Beasley. Back to Diallo. To Dort, just 4 to shoot. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Bullock, good.
Love to see Barrett aggressively sharing the basketball. Wants to get it to his teammates in their spots. Nice.
Hill looking around. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, George Hill, year after year, is willing to be the big shot maker.
And stolen by Miller. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow. Play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
My goodness. Say that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And the pass to Dort. Diallo inside. Miller kicks to Diallo. Hill up top, guarded by Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What a pickup George Hill is. This guy's such a capable player on both ends. Smart, intelligent, lightning-quick reflexes by the point guard.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a three-point game. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Payton can't get it to go. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Knicks making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Mike Muscala is checked in for Jackson. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Payton with the ball. Kicks it to Randle. Three-pointer. So we see the Thunder get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of
teams tonight. Some name, D8.
Hey, Kevin.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. DeJuan Wright is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Grant. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Griffin in at the 4. And for the Knicks, it's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. And it's Payton in at the point. Now here's Griffin. Wright outside. Grant outside. And there's the pass to Griffin. 4 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. And it's Wright missing. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Knicks. Here's Barrett. Off target at the rim. Detroit with the ball. Griffin kicks to Wright. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Randle kicks to Payton. Now here's Bullock. T right on him. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And Wright, here we go. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Wright. Bullock with it. Randle outside. And here is Ellington. Here's Wright. And finished off by Wright.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. A wide open look here for Wright. Cans it from downtown. Wright's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bullock with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. To halt the run, and it's Bullock missing.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement.
No good from Grant. The Knicks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. And the dunk by Robinson.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Oh, yeah, you can hear the sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
Grant finds Plumlee. Wright outside. Ellington inside the three-point line. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Barrett against Grant. Here's Bullock. Misses the wing J.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now, here is Robinson. Now, here's Bullock. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. We've got 1:48 left in the first.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. 20 feet out. And Detroit again with the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Quickly, defended by Griffin, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the right side, to the middle, and the basket by Rose.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
To the paint, and another turnover here by New York.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For the Knicks, Nerlens Noel checks in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randle. And it's Austin Rivers in for R.J. Barrett. Now here's Rose. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Griffin and foul up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
There's the lob to the hoop. Toppin can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Coaches love a hard worker like Rose. I mean, he values every possession and brings a strong focus to their offensive efforts.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Outside Rose. From the wing. They grabbed their own miss. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Detroit. 13 points up at the end. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
They've got Toppin. He's out there with Noel. Rivers out there with Knox. They're the group New York will start the second with. Rose up on top. And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Rose. 13-point lead. Jackson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And he's really great at keeping after misses, using those long arms and quick instincts to snag rebound.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Rose after Austin Rivers score. Lets it fly. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
From the baseline. And no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. Griffin against Noel. Griffin passes to Mikhailuk. Kicks it to Jackson. Toppin with the steal. Now Rivers. He lobs it up, and it's Noel missing. Outside Rose. Pulls up on the wing. Up again, and it's Noel with the rebound. Knicks trail by 17. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Down low, it's deflected. Pass to Knox. Now Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Noel. Tries again. Rebound by the Pistons. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That is his first foul of the game. Payton, he's checked in for New York. Wright with it. Now guarded by Noel. Wright, the pass to Doumbouya. Grant outside. Passes it to Doumbouya. There's Jackson with the three. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 17. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for New York.
The first free throw is good. A different look for New York. Randle's checked in for Nerlens Noel. R.J. Barrett comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Austin Rivers. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Detroit. Payton against Wright. Pass to Grant. He kicks to Ellington. The pass to Plumlee. That one a little long. Knicks trail by 15. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. Good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Ellington. To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Julius Randle picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Pistons have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second. The Knicks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Payton outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Sekou Doumbouya.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
And both free throws good for Payton.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Right, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Wright. Plumlee trying to break loose, and it's Wright missing. Stolen by Doumbouya. Pistons passing it around. The shot's good from Plumlee.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Now here's Payton. Inside. Stolen by Doumbouya. Grant surveying the D. Pass to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that. That's a major league catch and flush right there. Randle's not a high flyer, but showing some explosiveness at the rim that time.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Three-pointer Ellington. Randle grabs the board. It's Barrett on the wing. Tries from 10. Randle. Great positioning on the putback.
Ooh, this is what makes Randle so special. His ferocity on the boards is admirable.
And so is Detroit, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some inspired defense. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. They went to work early at both. And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You gotta like what Mason Plumlee has done in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Pistons, Wayne Ellington is out there with Wright. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Grant. And it's Griffin in at the power forward position. In the corner, it's Ellington. Back to right. No good on the triple. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Payton. He has 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Plumlee with the steal. And now it's Ellington running. He can go all the way. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Payton passes to Randle. Back to Barrett. Payton outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. No good on the free throw. So for the Knicks, Nerlens Noel checks in for Julius Randle. Kevin Knox comes in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Rivers in for Reggie Bullock. And he's good on the second. Pistons leading by 11. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be Derrick Rose shooting. It's on Elfrid Payton. The Pistons shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. New York shooting around 40% from the floor here. Rivers with it. There's Noel. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
To the middle. They swipe it. And now the Knicks on the break. Swiped it away. And here's the fast break. Oh, Griffin in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
An alley-oop maestro. Griffin is consistent at finishing off any lob thrown his way.
Here's Rivers. That shot off. And it's Detroit the other way. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Rose looking around. Goes up on the high post. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. Plumlee's got 10.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And here's Rose. 9 points in the game so far. And good that time.
Calling his own number. Rose with the hoop, one of the best we've seen operate the two-man game.
Detroit leading by 16. Down low, here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
1:39 left in the 3rd. Robinson, that's good.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the 3rd. A 75% clip. Rose, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 13.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Here's Robinson. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first. So for the Knicks, Randle's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Toppin comes in for Noel. And Barrett subbed in for Rivers. And it's Wright with the ball for the Pistons. 16-point lead. Outside Jackson. To the paint. Here's Grant. And Grant slams it home.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Here's Knox. He's covered by Grant. Here's Randle. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Right outside. 6 on the shot clock. Toppin pulls it in.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Knox misses. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. Knox out there with Randle, and it's Payton in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Left side, Jackson. Griffin trying to get open. It's rebounded by New York. Now here's Jackson. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Ellington leading the charge. Pass to Griffin. Two points. That one goes. Griffin's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Pistons. And stolen by Ellington. Outside for Jackson. Grant outside. Pass to Wright from the arc. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
And stolen by Payton. Bullock with it. Now Wright defending. And Payton throws it down hard.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Robinson's checked in for Kevin Knox. Plumlee's checked in for the Pistons. Grant kicks to Ellington. Tries again. Plumlee, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 18.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Payton dishes to Randle. Griffin with the steal. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pistons making a change here. Rose is checked in. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shoots from the elbow. The shot missing. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Barrett. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Grant. Griffin against Randle. Griffin passes to Grant. Right wing. Right side, Rose. Gets a very good look and converts. Rose has got 9 points here in the 2nd half. Knicks trail by 20. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Ellington the pass to Plumlee. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Griffin with the score. The assist from Plumlee. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
A big problem for the defense inside. I mean, once Griffin gets established, he's comfortable shooting the ball.
Bullock dishes to Robinson. Unable to get that one. Detroit leading by 22. Left side Rose. Lets it go with a three. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Mason Plumlee.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
No good on that.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
Smith against Rose. Fires from the line and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Smith. A putback. Here's Gibson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's good from Gibson. Rivers, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Mikhailuk is checked in. 34 seconds left in the game. There's the pass to Magruder. Here's Mikhailuk. Clock at 6. Servetus. Okafor. It's good on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 19.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
And an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
3 from the inbound. No good. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look real.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris West. here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. George Hill out there with Julius Alexander. And it's Roby in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Detroit, we've got Wayne Ellington. Griffin is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Wright in at the point guard position. Now here's Ellington. 5 on the clock. Here's Grant. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Grant against Julius Alexander. Hill, no good. The Pistons have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. The kick out to Wright. Ellington dishes to Grant. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Detroit, no good that time either.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here's Baisley, and Grant sends it back. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Pass to Dort. The shot, no good. And Detroit the other way now. Plumlee, the pass to Griffin. The shot from the low post is good. Griffin's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Pistons. Over to the wing, to the inside. Baisley, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. The Pistons have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Pass to Ellington. Now Grant. He kicks to Wright. In the corner, it's Ellington. Griffin. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The incredible energy of Blake Griffin, skilled at sticking with plays and finishing them off.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's McKayler. Here's Rose. Rebound by Muscala.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Shot good by Diallo.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
With the putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Diallo, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Detroit. Left side Rose. Off with the layup.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And Derrick Rose said when he first attempted to come back from his injuries, he was playing revenge basketball. Now he just seems so much more at ease.
Yeah, I agree, GA. I'll tell you, he still has that competitive spirit in him. Yes, check that off. I think now he's just happier to be able to play the basketball injury-free. And to see his teammates and the league respond when he had that 50-point game, people were really generally happy for Derrick Rose.
The Pistons shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he knocks down the first one.
A fan favorite in this league. Rose's hard work and perseverance through injuries speaks volumes. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And he gets the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Rose surveying the D. From 12 feet out. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jumboya's got his second basket.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Rose. Here's Mikhailuk. The offensive rebound. From deep. Rose can't hit.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Williams attacking. Drops in the layup for two.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
The Pistons trailing. Here's Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Pakusevsky with the bucket. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Thunder up 4. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Pistons, Griffin is out there with Jumboya. Then it's DeJuan Wright. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2 guard. Plumlee is checked in for the Pistons. Jeremy Grant comes in for Josh Jackson. The Thunder with the lead. Dort passes to Roby. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The shot by Baisley, no good. Here's Mikhailuk. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mikhailuk's got his first points of the game.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Passes it to Roby. Here's Baisley, 13 feet away. Chalk up 2 there.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And Wright kicks to Plumlee. The pass to Grant. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. Plumlee in the high post. Pass to Mikhailuk. Drills it from outside. Mikhailuk's got 5 points so far.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Paladon, it's not going to go for him. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Grant against Gilgeous Alexander. Jumboya can't get it to go.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Gilgeous Alexander, good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Frames the three-pointer. Mikhailuk's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Basket counts. Baisley's got his second basket of the night.
And this is Gilgeous Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Wright, the pass to Mikhailuk. Back to Wright. Here's Mikhailuk. They get it back.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built the lead here with a much better second quarter.
Here's Roby. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside for Julius Alexander. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And it's Rose with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Rose. Passes it to Ellington. Right side Rose. Here's Griffin. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here is Hill. 1:35 left in the second quarter. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Pistons with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City. 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. The Thunder have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Jackson passes to Rose. Thunder with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Hill, no good. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Now the pass to Plumlee. The feed now to Rose. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Hill. He gets it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close,
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pistons shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Taking a look at the Thunder. Julius Alexander out there with Hill. And it's Roby in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's Wright missing. And for the Thunder, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Julius Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Baisley. Griffin with the steal. And now the pass break. Grant with the ball. Ellington with it. He's picked up by Julius Alexander. For the lead. And Dortch gets it to go. Dortch got the first bucket of the third here for the Thunder.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
To the left side wing. The wide open look for Plumlee. And count it from 19 feet away. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. That shot is off. And it's Detroit the other way. Pass to Wright. Back to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They double team Griffin. He feeds it to Plumlee. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Oklahoma City now. Outside for Gilgeous Alexander. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. A wide open look here for Wright. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wright's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Thunder with the rebound. Beasley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hill left side. Passes it to Beasley. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Paladon's checked in for George Hill. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Stolen by Doumbouya. 3-on-3. Here's Mikhailuk. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Gilgeous Alexander.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Josh Jackson comes in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Rose in for Wright. Now, here's Maledon. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pistons leading by 4. Outside Rose. Inside. And the jam by Doumbouya.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
The pass to Gilgeous Alexander. Out to the right wing. Here's Maledon. Off target from outside.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Outside Rose. Rose double teamed. Pass to Mikhailuk. Jackson trying to break free. Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Beasley. He's got 6. Over Rose. And it comes off the front of the rim.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Looking to get back on track here. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
And Gilgeous Alexander, here we go.
What I like there, Gilgeous Alexander knows when to force the action. Terrific awareness for his age.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from Gilgeous Alexander. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Doumbouya. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Diallo's checked in.
And the effort level of Gilgeous Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Now here's Rose. Down low, here's Griffin. The shot, no good. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Diallo with it. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Here's Rose. Great touch on the 16-footer. Rose has got 6 points.
The threat of Rose's drive unlocks opportunities for his jumper, and he knows how to capitalize.
Gilgeous Alexander, good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Pistons lead by 4. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Grant. Wayne Ellington is out there with Wright. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Jackson in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now. Ellington, the pass to Grant. Count that one.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Beasley's checked in.
First personal foul, teams first.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Now here is Hill. Pass to Roby. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
On the free throw, no good. Detroit leading by 5. The putback, it's hauled in by Diallo. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Plumlee with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. It's good. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
And you got to admire the speed of Jackson. He's a nightmare in the open floor. Just has a knack for being in the right place at the right time.
Now here is Hill. Another shot. He lays it in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Passes to Ellington. Back to Wright. Ball's knocked loose. Jackson dishes to Plumlee. Back to Jackson from about 16. Three-pointer Ellington. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14. Great positioning on the putback. Grant's got 5 points now this quarter.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now here is Hill. And Wright pulls it down.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Jackson down low. Plumlee, no luck.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Dort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the first one drops. The Pistons making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And stolen by Diallo. Hill passes to Roby. Here's Dort. He's covered by Grant. Here's Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Diallo. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Derrick Rose is checked in for the Pistons. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in for Diallo. Here's Rose. A second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Plumlee.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
And the pass to Roby. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And he gets it back. It's Hill on the wing. Pass to Roby. Plumlee with the steal. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Kicks it to Rose. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the middle. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Clock at 6. 13 feet away. Griffin. It's good on the putback. Griffin's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pistons.
The power of Blake Griffin, leaving nothing to chance on that putback.
Pass to Roby. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Pistons leading by 9. Outside Rose. 11 feet away. No good on the shot. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. The drive by Hill. Misses from short range. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. And here's Rose. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And Detroit has possession. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Outside Rose. Pass to Plumlee from downtown. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Griffin finds Rose. The putback.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. George Hill out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
And so here is New York. Payton outside to the paint. It's tipped. Randle left side. And here comes the break. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Robinson picks him up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Payton. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
This guy's got tremendous length for his position. So at 6'6", Gilgeous-Alexander confident attacking in the paint.
Payton against Hill. Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the night. That free throw, no good.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
I think obviously the shot blocking skills are the first thing you think of when you think of Mitchell Robinson. But this guy is showing signs of improving on the offensive end as well.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Dort passes to Hill. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And then Robinson slams it in.
The athleticism of Mitchell Robinson is something to behold.
Here's Oklahoma City. Big stretch here going 10-2. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
I think what you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the size, athleticism, and instincts he brings to the position. This guy has the whole package.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Here's Bazley. Finished off the break. Bazley's got his second bucket tonight.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Now the pass to Robinson. And here again, the Thunder in transition. Up the court they go. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Bullock. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him. The Knicks making a switch here. Knox is checked in. Muscala, he's checked in for the Thunder. Maledon comes in for George Hill. Knicks trail by 10.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft. RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
Now, here is Muscala. Passes it to Maledon. And then Maledon with the dunk.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
It's stolen by Muscala. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. Yep, that one goes in there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Down low. It's intercepted. Now, here is Muscala. Defense is right there. Pass to Diallo. Back to Muscala. Shot clock at 6. Over Noel. Second shot opportunity. Muscala gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Rivers against Williams. A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Maledon passes to Diallo. And here is Maledon. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
This is where the length of Kevin Knox helps him on the defensive end. What a physical advantage.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Diallo. He's out there with Maledon. Mike Muscala out there with Williams. And it's Pokusevski in at the power forward. Now here's Maledon. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Muscala. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Here's Payton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the inside. It's stolen by Muscala. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded by Rivers. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Elfrid Payton. And then for Oklahoma City, Roby's checked in, and George Hill's subbed in for Maledon. The shot by Williams, no good. Knicks trail by 15. Inside, it's tipped. And now Williams running the floor all by himself. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. It's back to Hill. Shoots over Bullock. And the shot no good, a bit short. And here is Toppin. Now here's Diallo. Outside Hill. He's off on that one. So New York will take it the other way. Down low. Fades away. And Noel kicks to Bullock. Noel with it. No points in the game yet for him. Bullock passes to Rivers. Here's Toppin. They get it back. Pass to Knox. Another shot. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
The pass to Pokusevski. Here is Williams. Passes it to Roby. Outside Hill. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded by Bullock. Over Rivers. Diallo. Great positioning on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 17.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Well, you think about Kevin Knox, 1 year of collegiate basketball at the University of Kentucky before being picked 9th overall in 2018. Let's remember, he's young, but he seemed to be prepared for the bright lights.
Here's Roby. The 3 from Hill. Again, missing Hill.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Pass to Robinson.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Peyton, he's checked in for the Knicks. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Maladon's checked in. 1:51 left in the first half. Here's Randle. Oh, that's blocked to the right side. Quickly. No good with the wing jumper. Stolen by Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
Now, here's Maladon. He's covered closely. A minute 20 left to play here in the second quarter. And that one's good by Roby. Roby's got his first 2 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And that's going to be a travel. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Muscala's checked in. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Peyton left side. It's stolen by Muscala. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Baisley. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Muscala. Here's Baisley. He's defended by Randle. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Baisley, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul, and so it's Oklahoma City with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. It's been over a decade since the Seattle Supersonics became the Oklahoma. And that's...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Oklahoma City leading by 16. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Peyton in at the point guard. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
And Doris, while he's kind of welcomed the spotlight of playing in New York, off the court, R.J. Barrett more of a homebody.
Right, and I love that because this is a young man who's committed to his craft. All of his energy is on becoming the best NBA player he can possibly be. But Greg, 100% correct. He's got the temperament and maturity to face the pressure of New York.
Baisley passes to Roby, and the Thunder can't hang on to the ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Knicks trail by 16. Floats it up for Randle.
Well, Elfrid Payton showing he's capable of running the offense pretty fast.
The Thunder shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Julius Alexander surveying the D. Here's Baisley. Randle with some nice D.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The Thunder with another miss.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
For 3, Bullock. But they recover it. Robinson dishes to Payton. Here's Barrett, who's back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You get the sense his teammates love to see R.J. Barrett in attack mode. It gets this team motivated.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Nerlens Noel checks in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randle. Kevin Knox is checked in for Reggie.
Oh, goodness gracious.
About that finish.
Oof, wow.
And then Rivers with the dunk.
Well, you love to see Austin Rivers attack. This guy has the frame and the game to make the dribble drive.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go with Toppin running it up the court. Kicks to Barrett. It's Rivers on the wing. New York with a new 14.
The hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Diallo the pass to Roby. Back to Diallo. Here's Roby. And there's the pass to Pokusevski. Barrett with the ball. And Barrett slams it in.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. Maladon comes in for Hill. The Thunder leading by 7.
You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
Rivers can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Pass to Knox. Now Barrett fires the 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Williams kicks to Diallo. Roby the pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Roby. Second chance shot. The kick out to Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Rivers has got the ball. And the officials call a traveling violation. The Knicks making a switch here. Randle's checked in. Julius Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Thunder with the lead. Pass to Maladon. The fadeaway. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that one's good. Noel.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right place defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from Muscala for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Noel, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Austin Rivers.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Feeds it to Robinson. Snatched away. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Stolen away. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Randle.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
From 10 feet out, misses off the right iron.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off his feet and sends it back.
Baisley passes to Dort. That one good for 2.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And so it's Oklahoma City bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Taking a look at the Thunder, they've got Melodon. Also, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out there. And it's Baisley in at the 4-man position.
Well, Julius Randle knows how to get to the offensive window and create shots.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great pursuit from Gilgeous-Alexander. At 6'6", he should hit the offensive window.
And Theo Melodon picks up the foul. That's his first foul. George Hill's checked in for the Thunder. Back to Randle. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to the wing. Here's Dort. And it's off from 3-point range.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
It's stolen by Hill. Oklahoma City leading by 9. And Robinson comes to help. Stolen by Robinson. And he banks in the layup.
Really good patience from Kevin Knox, understanding how to deliver a pass on time and on target.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hill. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. It's checked in for Knox. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Roby's checked in. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for New York. Barrett dishes to Robinson. Shoots. And again, it's the Knicks missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. It's stolen by Randle. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. He feeds it to Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Mitchell Robinson brings a level of toughness on a nightly basis. Love getting inside and seeing him invite the contact.
Diallo, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the second from the line. Here's Hill. Here's Baisley. Here's Roby. Bank shot, no good. Knicks trail by 8.
Boy, how quick are the feet of Elfrid Payton. Gets into space and turn the lights out.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. The Thunder with another miss. The Knicks shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. And here we go. And Randle throws it down.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
The Thunder leading by 4. Throws it up high, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The Thunder pull it in. 17 points was their biggest margin, and the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his 3rd foul of the game. To the inside.
Well, there's a hustle about Mitchell Robinson. He is so good defensively because he works his tail off.
And that one drops. And that's 11 points for Julius Randle.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Bullock passes to Randle, and it's blocked. And he recovers it. It's a hand on it. Randle on the follow. Randle's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
To the paint. And Randle throws it down.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Incredible fortitude to bounce back like this. I think we're setting up for an awesome finish.
Hill passes to Roby. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
It's good on the putback. Barrett's got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
R.J. Barrett at a critical juncture, no hesitation. Wow.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
It's stolen by Randle. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the Thunder making a change here. Julius Alexander's checked in.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Here's Hill. Robinson pulls it in. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Jackson. On the wing, Julius Alexander. And just miss after miss right now. Lobbed up there for Gibson. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Checking in for your Knicks, Nerlens Noel.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, what was the biggest adjustment you made to